Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to discuss about NEET and K-CET level coaching part on the chapter Mineral Nutrition. In previous video, we had a discussion about some interactive part. Now let us see few more different variety of questions in this video. Nitrogen is one of the major constituents of option A protein, option B nucleic acid, option C vitamins and hormones, and option D all of these. So now the correct answer is option D all of these. So nitrogen is a major constituent of proteins, nucleic acids, vitamins and hormones. And this concept we had a discussion in previous theory class. So you can refer page number 197 NCERT textbook. So nitrogen is required by all the plants parts, particularly the meristematic tissues and are metabolically active cells. Nitrogen is one of the major constituents of proteins, nucleic acids, vitamins and hormones. Do you understand? So this is the explanation for that question. Now let us go to next question 21st. Select the incorrect match element nitrogen, sulfur, iron and boron and absorbable form for each one. Let us see the wrong one. So incorrect one. The incorrect one is nothing but option B sulfur. Sulfur, the given wrong one is S2 minus. This is incorrect match. Rest all are correct matches only. Nitrogen NO3 minus, NO2 minus and NO4 plus, iron Fe3 plus and boron BO3 3 minus and B4 O7 2 minus. But sulfur, the correct one is observable form is. Let us see explanation. Plants obtain sulfur in the form of sulfate. It is nothing but SO4 2 minus. So sulfur is present in two amino acids, cysteine and methionine. So rememberable, plants obtain sulfur in the form of SO4 2 minus. It is nothing but sulfate. Understand? So now let us go to 22 question. Which of the following is required for all phosphorylation reactions? Option A N, option B Ca, option C P and option D K. So the correct answer is option C P. So let us see explanation for this question. Students, we had a discussion in previous class. This is most important concept. Phosphorus is absorbed by plants from soil in the form of phosphate ions, either H2PO4 minus or HPO4 2 minus. Phosphorus is a constituent of cell membranes, certain proteins and nucleic acids and nucleotides, and it is required for all phosphorylation reactions. It means production of energy by a process called phosphorylation in the form of ATP. Understand? So the correct answer is phosphorus, option C P. Next, hope you understood this one. Students, 23 question, next one. Which of the following is the function of potassium? 1. Cation anion balance in cell. Next, involved in protein synthesis. Next, activation of enzyme. Fourth one, opening and closing of stomata. Sixth one, maintenance of turgidity of cells. Now let us see options. First option, it means A option, all except 1. B, all except 1 and 2. C, all except 3. D, all the above. So here, students, the correct option for this question is option D, all the above. All the above are the functions of potassium. Shall we see explanation for this question? Yes, let us see. Potassium is absorbed by plants in the form of potassium ions K plus. In plants, this is required in more abundant quantities in the meristematic tissues, buds, leaves, and root tips. Potassium helps to maintain an anion and cation balance in cells and involved in protein synthesis. Next, opening and closing of stomata. Next, activation of enzymes and in the maintenance of the trajectory of cells. So all the above are correct. Hope you understood. Now let's go to next question. Which element is involved in the formation of mitotic spindle? Option A N, option B P, option C Ca, option D K. So the correct answer for this question is option C, nothing but Ca. So here students, let us see explanation for this question. Plants absorb calcium from the soil in the form of calcium ion Ca2 plus. So here the very important thing is here about the calcium. So calcium is required by meristematic tissues and differentiating the tissues. During the cell division, it is used to the synthesis of cell wall, particularly as calcium pectate in the middle lamella. It is also needed during the formation of mitotic spindle fibers during mitotic division. Understand? So this is the most important role of the calcium in the cells during cell division, especially mitotic cell division. Hope you understood. Now let us go to 25th question. The following functions are related to which element mainly? 1. Activation enzyme of photosynthesis and respiration. 2. Involved in synthesis of DNA and RNA. 3. Helps in maintain the structure of ribosomes. Let's see options now students. A option Ca, B option Mg, C option S and D option Fe. So correct option for this question is option B. It means Mg2 plus. So magnesium. It is magnesium absorbed by plants in the form of divalent Mg2 plus. It activates the enzymes of respiration photosynthesis and involved in the synthesis of DNA and RNA, and it also helps to synthesis of ribosomes. So it means how it is, magnesium is a constituent of the ring structure of chlorophyll and helps to maintain the ribosome structure. So with this explanation we came to know the correct answer is Mg2 plus. Next question. Which of the following group contains sulfur in the membranes? A. Thymine, ferredoxin and aspartic acid. B. Biotin, coenzyme A and methionine. Next C. Methionine, proline and leucine. And D. DNA and RNA. So the correct answer for this question is option B. It means biotin, coenzyme A and methionine. So students, this one we already had a discussion. Now let us discuss briefly about this question. So here, as we learned in the previous class, many of the cells functions this one. So for example, sulfur plants obtain sulfur in the form of sulfate SO42 minus. Sulfur is present in two amino acids, cysteine and methionine, and in the main constituent of several enzymes. and vitamins like thiamine and biotin and coenzyme A and ferredoxin. Understand? So now moving to next question. Which of the following is true about iron? Option A. It is constituent of ferredoxin and cytochrome. Option B. It activates the catalyze enzymes. Option C. It is essential for the formation of chlorophyll. Next, all the above. So the correct answer for this question is option D, all the above. So iron is one of the important major micronutrient. Let us see explanation for this question. Plants obtain iron in the form of ferric ions Fe3+. It is required in larger amounts in comparison to other micronutrients. It is an important nutrient of proteins involved in the transfer of electrons like ferredoxin and cytochromes. It is diversibly oxidized from Fe2+ and Fe3+ during electron transport. So it activates the catalytic enzymes and is essential for the formation of chlorophyll also. Hope you understood explanation. Now moving to another question. 28th. Which element is related to the splitting of water in light reaction of photosynthesis? Mn, MO, Fe and B. So the correct answer for this question is A, Mn. So students, here I would like to tell you some important explanation regarding Mn. Manganese. Manganese is absorbed in the form of magnesious ions Mn2+. It activates the many enzymes involved in photosynthesis, respiration and nitrogen metabolism. The best defined function of manganese is in the splitting of water to liberate oxygen during photosynthesis. So very important for competitive exam like NEET, please remember it. Next, matching type, column 1 and column 2. Zinc, copper, iron, molybdenum and chlorine. So respect to their role we should find out in the column 2. Now let us see the correct option for this question. The correct option for this question is option C. A is matching with 1. It means zinc needed for the synthesis of oxygen. Next, B is matching with 3. Copper, nothing but pollen germination. Next, C1. It means nothing but boron is responsible for needed for the synthesis of oxygen. Next, D5. Molybdenum associated with the enzyme involved in the redox reactions. Next, chlorine. E4. Component of nitrate reductase. So let us see once again. A is matching with the 2, essential for the water splitting reaction. B, copper and essential for pollen germination. C, boron, essential for 1, needed for the synthesis of oxygen. Next, molybdenum 5, associated with the enzyme involved in redox reactions. Next, E4, chlorine, component of nitrate reductase. Now students, let us discuss about another important question. 30th question. The element generally activates the carboxylase enzyme. Option A, MO, option B, Mn, option C, Mg and option D, Zn. So for this question the correct answer is option D, Zn. Activates the carboxylase enzyme. Which one it is? Zn, zinc. So we had a discussion in previous class. Plants obtain zinc in the form of Zn2+ ions. It activates the various enzymes, especially carboxylases. It is also needed in the synthesis of oxygen. Understand? So now students, let us move to 31st question. The following functions are related to, let us see first option, uptake and utilization of calcium. Next, carbohydrate translocation. Next, cell elongation and maturation. Next, membrane functioning. Now let us see options. Option A Ca, option B B, option C MO, and option D Zn. So the correct answer for this question is option B. Nothing but option B, B only. Carbohydrate translocation. So here students, let us see one important point. Boron, it is absorbed as BO3 3 minus or BO4 O7 2 minus. Boron is required for uptake and utilization of calcium Ca2 plus, membrane functioning, pollen germination and cell elongation, cell differentiation, and mainly carbohydrate translocation in plants. Understand? So now moving to another question students. 32. The element involved in splitting of water is option A Mn, option B Ca, option C Cl, and option D all. So the correct answer for this question is option D. Option D, all. MnCaCl element is responsible for water splitting. Next, 33 question. Mn induced by deficiency of option A Fe, option B Mg, option C Ca, and option D all. So the correct answer for this question is option D, all the above. Mn induced deficiency of all Fe, Mg and Ca. So we learned in previous class about this one, right? So I would like to tell you one important point. Manganese is absorbed in the form of magnesious ions Mn2 plus. It activates many enzymes involved in photosynthesis, respiration and nitrogen metabolism. The best defined function of manganese is in the splitting of water to liberate oxygen during photosynthesis. Is it clear? Then let us go to next question. 34. Which of the following statement is incorrect? A. The first phase of mineral absorption is the rapid uptake of ions into free or outer space. Next, in the second phase of uptake, the ions are slowly taken into inner space and simplest of the cells. Option C. The movement of ions is usually called flux. Next, the inward movement of the ion outflux and outward movement of the ion is called as influx. Let us see incorrect statement of this question. 34. It is nothing but option D. The inward movement of ion outflux and outward movement of ion is called influx. No, that is wrong. That is not called influx. That is called outflux. Understand? Now another question. 35. Accent of mineral is mainly due to A. Xylem, B. Phloem, C. Pericycle, and D. Cortex. Now let us see correct answer for this question. The correct answer for this question is option A. Xylem. Next, question number 36. The mineral available to plants is mainly obtained from option A, delay of the plants, option B, delay of other animals, option C, weathering of rocks, option D, none of these. So 36th question, the correct answer is option C, weathering of rocks. The minerals available to plants is mainly obtained from weathering of rocks like phosphorus and sulfur. Hence they are called as rock minerals. Presence in this soil due to weathering of rocks only these rock minerals forms, then intaking or uptaking by the plants. Understand? Next, 37. The function of soil is to A. Supply mineral to plants. Next, harbor of nitrogen fixing bacteria. Option C. Both. Here option C. Hold water and supply air to root. Next, option D. All the above. So the correct answer for this question is option D. All the above. So all these are functions of the soil. Supply mineral to the plants through xylem tissue by mixing with the water. Next, harbor the nitrogen fixing bacteria like rhizobium. Next, hold water and supply air to root through xylem tissue. So all these are different functions of the soil. Very important, please remember. Previously they asked in NEET examination also. Next, 38th question. Fertilizer contains A. Macronutrients, B. Macronutrients, C. Both A and B, and D. None of the above. 38th question. Correct answer is both A and B. Fertilizer contains macronutrients and macronutrients. Next, 39 question. Nitrogen is limiting mineral for option A, mineral ecosystem, option A, agro ecosystem, option C, both A and B, and option D, none of the above. So the correct answer for this question is option C, both A and B. Fertilizer contains macronutrients and macronutrients, as well as nitrogen is limiting mineral of A, natural ecosystem, B, agro ecosystem, C, both the A and B, and D, none of the above. So the correct answer for this question is option C, both A and B, like above question. Fertilizer contains both macronutrients and macronutrients. Option C is correct. Here also, nitrogen is limiting mineral for both natural ecosystems and agro ecosystems. Both A and B. Option C is correct. Next, 40th question. Conversion of N2 to ammonia is known as option A, nitrogen fixation, option B, nitrification, option C, denitrification, option D, ammonification. So the correct answer is A, nitrogen fixation. So this part we will learn in detail with the help of diagram. So students, thank you one and all for attending this session.